What's going on, guys? Marcus from Wall Street Assassins back at it again with a new video with the top stocks that I'm watching for this week. First up, we're going to watch the SPY. Jump on over to the 180-day chart over here. Let's wait for TD to load. All right, cool. Jumping over to the 180-day chart, we can see that we're looking at the ticker SPY. We see that we hit a previous resistance level of $371.41, and the stock has actually been dropping ever since. I think it may be time for a reversal for this buy. We gotta wait and see on Monday how we open up. I do believe that we were oversold and we're starting to have indications that we're pushing back up. We have a current resistance, I believe, are only like around that $366.59. I believe once we get above this area, we can see some nice uptrend on this stock. Jumping back over to the 20-day over here, we can see once we break that 366, we also have a resistance around that SMA around like 368. So we could take a nice little opportunity over here towards that price point, but we must be cautious to see if we basically get above this area, because this area can act as a next resistance point for the SPY. So that's mainly what I'm going to be watching for this upcoming week. Also, we're going to be watching Nike. Nike actually has earnings this Friday. Nike actually, if we jump over to the 180-day chart, let's take a gander over here. 180-day chart, we can see the stock went from 77 to the highs of $140.57. We hit a nice resistance over here. You can see that we had a nice little sell-off after we hit that resistance, and we found some type of support around that 136 price point over here. So we definitely found some support, and we seem to be having some type of uptrend. If we continue this uptrend, I wouldn't be shocked to see if Nike pushed up towards that 140 price point, and maybe if we break that 140, even probably push up to 142. So definitely want to watch to see how we open up this Monday leading into earnings. So I want to see if it pushes up into earnings. Maybe we'll catch some run up, and then probably before earnings we'll look to get out, because I don't like to play earnings too much. You can see over here on the 20-day looking a little bullish as well too. We actually pushed up, hit that resistance area, came down, bounced off this SMA acting as previous support. So pretty nice over here, looking for that upward trend on Nike coming up into this week. If we don't get it, then we'll probably look for a short on the break of the SMA. Next stock I actually want to take a look at is going to be Tesla. So Tesla, pretty nice gainer in the recent months. So you can see we had that massive push up. It's only natural that a stock will want to pull back down after this massive run from $414 all the way up to that $669 over here. We hit resistance over here for a while. We went flat. And it seems like a few days over here, we took a nice drop, and it seems to be finding some type of support over here around this mid 600 level. So we want to be cautious over here, especially coming into this week, to see if we basically get that nice flush, as it does look like the RSI seems to have a little bit more room to drop. If we do go break the 600 area, we could start maybe even testing maybe like the 560s. So definitely want to see how that reacts. And then if we basically hold support over here, I'll probably look to be getting long in Tesla, maybe above like 630s. The 630s, I believe, has been resistance for the stock before. So I want to make sure that we basically have a nice crossover and get above this price number, the 636, before we could probably retest that 669 and maybe even make a run towards the 700. But definitely want to play the patience game over here, because it does seem like it does have a little bit more downside to be had on the 180-day chart. Looking at the 20-day chart, you could kind of see the same over here. That is basically holding on the SMA, kind of like what we've seen with Nike, holding above that SMA. So we want to see if basically is it holding for dear life over here? Are we going to have a huge drop, or basically, or are we going to spring off this like Superman and make a new high? So definitely want to check out that one. Keep an eye on Tesla to see if there's more weakness to be had in this upcoming week. Next one I was kind of excited for, but I didn't like how it opened. Air BNB, I know we are all pretty much excited for this one to IPO. I know it's a common name. I was looking to add this to my long-term portfolio. I think it was supposed to IPO around like 68. I know some people in the chat room that was looking to get into Airbnb when it IPO'd. It was supposed to IPO around 68. We end up opening around that 151.50. It kind of traded flat over here, trying to push up. lots of volume over here, and we've been basically on a descending pattern ever since, a downward staircase pattern. So definitely want to watch to see if it breaks that 135.10. I want to get in a little bit lower than this, maybe around the mid 100s. 120 areas. I'll be glad to get in around there. But I do think this one opened up a little bit too high. So definitely want to play the patience game over here and definitely wait for it to come down. So that's going to be all for today, guys. Definitely want to see what's going to happen this week. Want to keep an eye on that SPY this week to see if we get that drop, get out of this confusion area, and basically make a new high. So definitely want to watch to see what's going on. And then I'll see you guys in the next video.